Let me see if I got this right. Oh no. Like, wait a minute. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, you can see me. Hello. Hello. I am live. Hello. Okay. One. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bring. Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. Child, please forgive me. Hi, Carla. Forgive me that I'm late. I'm running late. I have had a hell of a day. Whoo, boy. I can only see two people, so I don't know if more people are here. If you're not, that's okay. You'll just get it tomorrow. I'm getting ready to do my weekly reading. Hello, I love the heart. I can't see who it is. I have my Dominican godchild.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I have my Dominican godchild, Juancito.
Hi,
He's my
everybody.
beautiful Dominican godchild.
Stop it
And
right now.
so he's the Latin and Dominican and the Afro-Cuban thing going on. So he's been my godchild for a long time. You know what I was going to ask you? I don't know if you can get to it. If you can put my link, your link to your YouTube page where you share my videos and you share my readings from Facebook, please give it to them just in case we have an issue with Facebook, just like I've had so many issues with YouTube. And I
Yeah, there
invite
are always some
everybody. You all,
problems.
yeah, any problem when people take it down or something, I invite you. Look, let me tell you something. What's mine is yours. So if you all like the readings and you want to share them with someone, I have no problem at all. If you take the readings, you share them to your page. If you want to take them off Facebook, if you want to download them, you want to upload them to YouTube or another page, I don't care. I really don't have a problem with it. I'm just glad to be
Mhm.
back. I hated I waited so long to do share with you that I do the readings and do the celebrity readings. And I'm so glad that I'm getting really good feedback and you all are letting me know that you like to spend time with me on Facebook Live. You like for me to do the celebrity readings. Where it says Uggs. So
Yeah.
somebody said something. It's hard for me to see it. Hey Danielle, it's hard for me to see
That
everybody. Hey
they're at
Tanya,
work
because
tonight. They won't be able
hey
to
Ricky. Oh,
watch.
on Friday? They're working on Friday. Okay. Well, that's fine because hey Damon, because I left it, I'm leaving it here for everybody to see it. So it's okay if you can't see me live. You know, I love hanging out with you guys live. That's why I tried to wait a little bit later too, because I know the different time zones. Hey Tanya, hey Braun Walker, hey. Well, I'm glad you missed me, but you know I was here last week, so I'm trying to come on a regular basis. I said I'm probably hey Demetrius, I'm probably gonna try to do a reading. Hey, Dean, once a week. That way, uh, Ricky, I'm so tired from this Sandra Bland reading. These spirits have kept, hello, Will. These spirits have kept me up for
I
about a
posted
week
the
now.
channel now. I posted the
Thank
channel where
you.
they
You
can
all,
go.
okay, tell them one
You
what
guys
that
can
YouTube
click on
channel
that
is.
link and all the videos that Alexis has done, all the readings. You guys can go subscribe to that channel because we will be uploading all of her videos on there.
Yeah, in case they take them down on Facebook and you can't get them, then that's another YouTube channel we have them on, as
Yeah.
well as you all are welcome. Hey, Damon, are you still
Yeah,
living
we put all new
in
music
Howard?
up here, all new music Alexis comes out with. We got Disco
Yes.
Red music up in here. We got it all in this channel. So definitely subscribe.
Hey, Sharon. Yes. I'm gonna do. We're gonna do Sandra Bland tonight. Uh, hey, Miriam. Hey, Damon. Yeah, I come now. I don't see all of you all, so don't get mad at me if I don't see the name. Don't say anything. It's only showing me like 15 people, so I don't know if it's only 15 people here. I'm trying to say hello to everybody that pops up. Yeah, V power and P power, Venus, vagina power and penis power in the house. I
And
definitely am
penis
glad the
power.
men are present. I
How about
love to
that?
have the male power. I love to have the male energy here. I don't like for it to just be female energy. You all know that.
I might just hold on. Let me put a shirt on so I can get on this camera.
Hey, James Lumpkin the third. I'm country child. I got what he basically. I drink some hot herbal tea. Oh, I love the hearts when the hearts flow up. I absolutely love, love, love the hearts. Thank you. Um, I had to. Yeah, that's one.
Mhm.
In case you all can see him, he's gonna come back too and do some other readings
Ugh,
with me.
yeah,
And he also does readings for
there we
me too.
go. There we go. How's everybody doing?
Now I know you said you don't want to um comment on Sandra Bland because you're really
I'll
not familiar with
comment.
her in that era. So
If if you going in about it and I'm picking up on some stuff, I'll say something.
yeah, what I'm gonna do is there's so much that the spirit started to give me about her, but at first I was having a difficulty. I thought I was having a difficulty tapping into Sandra Bland. And what I started to realize a couple of nights ago, let me explain to you all like it came to me. Carla's like, hi, Juan. Oh, Carla,
Hi,
she said, thank
everybody.
you. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Dean. The way it came to me was okay, let me tell you, this was probably like Monday, Tuesday. I started thinking of her and I wanted to talk to her. So I started saying, well, hi, Sandra. Are you okay? Are you comfortable talking to me? Because I don't know if it's me wanting to read you or if you would like me to read you, if you would like to talk to me, because I would definitely want to talk to you. And she wouldn't talk to me. She was kind of like, mm, and I said,
Wasn't feeling
oh,
it.
so she wasn't feeling me, honey. I thought she was saying like this bitch. I'm just like,
Okay.
well, wait a minute, you don't trust me? Like, wow, that'll be a big mistake because I'm not trying to hurt you. I really want to help you. I want to see if you need anything or where are you. So I would see her stand in the house. So I knew that she was open to some contact. Hey, Soul, but I didn't like she would stand in my room, like down here. She come in this room and she was leaning over there on the wall. And then I said, well, hey, Sandra. And she was like,
Oh,
mm. And I was like, wow, why are you treating me like that? Like you don't okay. And then I said, okay, you know what? I don't want to force a spirit and a soul to speak to me if you don't want to. So this went on like Sunday, Monday,
mm,
Tuesday. And then around Tuesday, I said something to her because I noticed even though she wasn't talking to me, one, she wouldn't leave the house. So I
mm,
said, okay, I'm kind of confused. I don't know if I'm trying to like, if it's some attachment I have to her and I'm trying to get her to talk. Or maybe she wants to talk, but a part of her don't trust me because she's been through so much
yeah.
fucked up shit. So then she starts to giggle. So this is like Tuesday, like Monday night, Tuesday. She's giggling like
Mm,
she's about 15. And she's talking to me, but it's like small talk. And she's just like kick. And I'm like, wow, I wonder is she so beautiful and childlike like that for real? Because she was very like a little girl, just like a young, happy teenage girl, just beautiful and lighthearted. And she has the beautiful teeth, like a really pretty smile. And like when she smiles, her whole face lights up. So she wouldn't get into anything serious with me. She was saying she was happy. She was saying, I'm happy, I'm fine. Um, I'm not hurting. I'm in a good place. I'm safe. So and she looked clean. She was dressed. She had like she had layered clothes on. She had like a shirt, like a t-shirt and like a sweater, and it was kind of tied at the waist. And then
mm,
she had a skirt like to the knee with socks, and it kind of looked like a loafer kind of shoe that she had on. So I said, well, okay, I guess she just wants to, so she has no issue. Maybe she's crossed over in a safe place because she looked good. Her skin looked good. She looked healthy and she seemed calm. So then I tried to ask her. She wouldn't talk about the arrest. She wouldn't talk about when the police pulled her over. So I'm thinking, okay, once she's past that, and I'm thinking, well, I'm fucked up. Hey, Lita, I'm thinking I'm fucked up, and I just want to talk to her about something that she is past. And then she would go from like laughing and talking with me, one, to that shit again. And I'm like, wow, you was just laughing and talking with me like we was sisters. And she even said that she was hungry. And I said, what do you want? And she said, I want some pancakes. And I was like, okay, tomorrow or the day of the reading. I said, how about Thursday or Friday? I go get you the pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went from I want the pancakes to, well, I want strawberries on the pancakes. And I said, well, I can't eat those. It's too much sugar for me. But I tell you what, I like pancakes. So I'm going to get you a set, and I'm going to get me like one or two, and I'll just make an altar for you, and I'll put them on the altar for you while we're doing the reading. That was what, Wednesday, and it was early yesterday. Now, this is when everything went to hell
Uh-oh.
about yesterday. Yesterday. It went from the and then the and then the and then the bitch, So I'm wondering, god damn, because I'm like, it's Wednesday, and I'm sitting there literally at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, because she laid down in the bed with me. And I said, yeah, lay here like we're sisters. You can stay with me because I want you to feel comfortable to stay here. And hi, Mike Jones. And she kind of started to tell me, she started saying, I'm mama, mama. I miss my mama. I miss my mama. Why won't my mama talk to me? I want to go see my mama, but I don't know how to find my mama. I miss my mama. I miss my mama. She kept saying, my mama, my mama, my mama. And I said, I know you look just like your mom. I understand why you miss your mom. And then I saw her mother was not psychic. So her mother did not have a psychic. And I saw her mother did not have a shrine to her one. I saw her mother had not done libations for her and learned how to help her cross over safely, and even find out which ancestors that were with her and which entities and orishas. I saw nobody had done that for her. And she kept saying, I miss my mama. I want my mom. And I said, if I thought your mom was comfortable, I would go and send your mom a message, but I don't think your mom would be that receptive to me. So then she started telling me, and the cards, I looked at the cards, and they were kind of real shady and messy today. So I just closed that. I said, I'll go over them before we're through. But I mainly started relying on what I heard from her being in the house and telepathically.
Yeah.
She started telling me about this young man. I don't know who the young man is because I haven't seen anything about a boyfriend. I haven't heard a boyfriend speak or claim her, or a husband, anything. She starts to smile and giggle again when it comes to the young man. She was crazy about this young man. And she loved him. And then she also came up as the Empress. She wanted to have his children.
Babe.
She wanted Yes, that was Bay Honey in her mind. She wanted to marry Bay Honey, fuck Bay, have babies by Bay. And then it showed she had been pregnant. When I saw her in here, she laid down. And when I was asking her about her body and what happened to her, I saw her give birth to a baby, but the baby came out and it was undeveloped and it was in a mucousy sac.
Oh my goodness.
So it was only maybe a month or two. It was in the first half of the pregnancy one. That's what I'm picking up. It came out like that. And then I saw two more. I saw three babies come out of her, but they were all underdeveloped.
Oh my God.
Like she had miscarried.
That's so sad.
So I'm not sure if she was pregnant more than one time, and if it was by this particular man. This is a young man, And from what I could see, I know she was 28 in 2015 when she
Wow.
got killed.
Only
Cause
28. God damn.
she's a baby, and I feel she's pulling my sleeve.
Oh.
She's like, wait a minute, I gotta tell you. Wait a minute, are you not mad at me? Did I say something wrong? She says, no, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something. Okay. Well, can I keep talking and you just listen? You just stop me if I say something. Because she's just excited now. She's smiling, I guess, because I'm talking about the man. She was saying how she loved being with him, but when I see him, he comes up as the Knight of Cups. That's why I say he seems very immature and young. And you know what came up beside him? The Seven of Cups. Now, you tell me what that looks like to you, but it seemed like this guy wasn't
Seven
serious
is,
as she
yeah.
was. You don't think so?
No, well, the seven
He's a liar.
can symbolize indecision, kind of like maybe having other options around. Maybe she wasn't the only woman in his life, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to be with her or somebody else. That's kind of what is going on. And with the the Knight of Chalice,
She's agreeing. She said he played games with me.
yeah,
He lied to
and
me.
the Knight
She
of,
said they were like off and on sometimes. That's what she's
yeah,
saying. I don't know how. I hope we can find out
yeah.
if I'm hearing the right thing. Know what you're
No,
saying?
it sounds accurate. I mean, the Knight of Chalices. It seems like this guy. He probably
Immature.
was and sold the good game to her. He was good at kind of like telling her what she wanted to hear. He was good at seducing her, giving her the right words. Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to be. She's still excited now thinking about the guy, and she misses him. She wants to know where he is. I don't. Hi, Makeda. I hope I said it right. Makeda. Please forgive me if I said it wrong. She is saying to me, he has not had Cassian Bernard. Cassian, I hope I said that correctly. She hasn't shown me he made any effort to come towards her. But she wants to see him. But one, she don't know how to find a way home to either one. She don't know how to get to her mama.
She doesn't know how
And
to
she
travel in the spiritual realms.
I'm a teacher. That's why I thought I'll help her. It's like it looks like she's trapped in a jail still. She's still in a
Um,
cell like a box. She doesn't know that she's free, and she still got a thing for the guy. She wants, her heart's like this.
with,
When she talks about the guy, she smiles like she's in high school, even though he hurt her and he did her wrong. And you know what else bothered me? Hey Ricky, when I
oh,
got
hey,
the
Ricky.
10. Hey April, hi sweetheart, April LaShawn. I got the 10 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. Now that bothered me a lot. Yeah. And on the other side of it, I got the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles,
Mm,
and it was the 8 of Swords, and then the 3 of Swords comes up,
oh Lord.
and it was tied to the 8 of Swords. And you know what I believe? That was when she was in jail. I believe that was when she was in jail, and she was calling them to get her out. Her bond was only $500, and they would have gotten that back if she had showed up to court. Do you know nobody paid the $500?
Nobody
She
in her
called her mom.
family, nobody at all.
She's heard about it.
Did she have a strange
That's what I'm.
relationship? Did she
Hmm.
have a strained relationship with these people?
I saw the 10 of Pentacles, baby. So they saw fighting before she died, fighting when she was in jail, because she was
Wow.
reaching out to them and asking them to please bring the money to bail her out. And I'm seeing them arguing back and forth. And I actually see them having money when she was in jail and calling, asking them to bail her out. And they were arguing then. She was in conflict with her mother. She was in conflict with other relatives. That family was full of chaos and conflict and arguing before she got arrested.
Wow.
She had problems with her mother, disagreements, and it was constant chaos,
Mm-hmm.
conflict, and competition, and dysfunction in that family. And then when she was in jail, it shows she called them, and the group of them knew she talked to more than her mother. and they knew she needed money. Even it shows she might have. I see her talking to a young man.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering, I see one look like a police as well as a lawyer. So I'm wondering, did she reach out to a lawyer while she was in jail to tell him where she was? Could he help get her out? As well as her mom and a young man. Because when I saw this earlier today, it showed that she felt alone. They let her down. And the Three of Swords came up. She was heartbroken.
Yeah.
They left.
Betrayed.
What you
Betrayed.
picking up?
Betrayal.
Hmm.
Betrayed by multiple people. It was more than one person.
It was two queens, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I don't know her mom's birthday. So I'm wondering, were one of those queens, the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Wands, the mother, because she was very hurt. And you know what also came up beside the Seven of Cups that bothered me? The High Priestess. Um, which showed there were secrets and lies, because it was right there with that Seven of Cups.
Mhm.
That betrayal, the secret, and the lies, and it was tying around family. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles kept coming up, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, all of those money cards.
Mhm.
This was showing around money, but you know, two cards also came up too that made me think of her, the Magician and Judgment. Now, you know, the
Mhm.
magician is Mercury, and it's also Gemini. But when I was looking up and what I felt about it and looking up different definitions, do you know that also can mean TV and news?
Oh wow.
This girl, Sandra Bland, is a star. She was meant to be a superstar. This young lady, this baby, she's grinning and doing like this. Oh, she's doing oh, when I'm saying that about her. Yeah, she's like, really? Yeah, she's smiling. She was getting ready to be a superstar. She just didn't know it. The people around her didn't know it because she had had emotional problems before. She was very intelligent. She had graduated from college, but from I was looking at some things, articles, and it was making sense why she was back and forth with me and why she was happy one minute and sad the other and didn't want to talk. Love, when you get a chance, I need you to of course, let me make that very clear because I did not say that. I am doing the celebrity readings and sharing them with you to see if you all are feeling them, as well as you research anything I'm saying to find any truth to anything that I'm saying, or even to say that she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. That's cool with me either way. You know, because I want you to research and see, am I the truth or not? And if you feel comfortable and you want to do readings with me, I'll be glad to do private readings. I do them all the time. I'm tired because I devoted so much time to Sandra, but also I've had to do private clients and readings in between every day. So I would love for you. I have the mini reads. I have the 15-minute mini reading if you're not sure you want a 30-minute reading or a 1 hour reading. And the 15-minute mini reading is like what, $35 donation. Um, I tell you what, I'll probably this week you want it from this session, I'll do a $30 15-minute mini reading. I'm so and I mean I might do specials if you all keep giving me good feedback like you're doing and watching the videos and spreading them around. I will run a special for you soon for the summer. I have no problem doing that because you supported me so long. But yeah, I do the 15-minute mini reading. You want one? Contact me in my email, alexysktylorvp@gmail.com, alexysktylorvp@gmail.com, or hit me in my inbox on Facebook. Hit me in my messenger and let me know you want one. I'll be glad to help you. One, she didn't know it because she had graduated college, but she didn't have a job, and she also had an issue with getting high. She had been arrested with smoking weed. Hey, cat, smoking weed. It was on her, and some drinking because she would
No,
get
but that's
down.
nothing. That's nothing.
She's just a baby to me. She's just
You
a
know?
kid. And then instead of just getting drunk or high and hailing at home, I don't know why, but she would get in the car and then, she's in high risk areas where they like to stop minorities and she would get stopped and she got arrested a couple times, but it was for petty stuff like this. And then she would just do the time, like 30 days or something. I think some of the drug charges, like just a little bit of marijuana, that was dismissed. So she had a lot of issues being up and down in her moods. And then she had mentioned in the video when the police pulled out the car that she had epilepsy. So I'm not sure of what, I have to go back and look. So she had some mental things going on with her, but what she didn't know, and it was clear her mother didn't know, and other people around her didn't see this spiritually, or I guess maybe she didn't believe in what we do, to have them tell her that her life was getting ready to change in a big way because she is, let's see, I had wrote, I think her birthday is what, February the 7th. She's a number 7. And she is ruled by Uranus. Yeah, she's an Aquarius. So she's ruled by Uranus during the day, but then at night she's ruled by Saturn. So she's ruled by 2 planets. And when I looked at Uranus, it shows that that planet represents freedom, revolutionary vision, and the urge for change. Saturn represents free thinking, intellect, new ideas, technology, logic, vision, and insight. So she moved to Texas to bring change with civil rights and issues with the police and the way they treated Black people and were arresting them. A lot of low down dirty things that the legal system was doing to people of color. And what she didn't know was, because I started to see it as I looked at her, she was getting ready to write a book. She was going to be on television. She was going to, I'm getting chills all over. She was going to, she's got her hand on me like this.
Wow.
She was going to be a superstar. Hey, Monica. In United States, she was going to speak. Hey, Johnny Bates, at a lot of prestigious events. I'm getting chills all over again. And she was going to travel the world speaking. She was going to be a very powerful civil rights activist. She was going to be a new star, and she wouldn't have the money problems and all the issues that had plagued her. She just didn't know it. And I'm also seeing that when she was stopped that day, I don't know if you heard that tape one, she kept saying, "Oh, you just wait till we go to court. You wait till we go to court. I cannot wait till I have my day in court. I'm going to get you. You're not going to get away with this. You a pussy. Do you feel like a man? You're a pussy to push me and to hit me like this. But you wait. I'm going to have my day in court." And I'm thinking to myself, they knew then that she wasn't going to have that day. Because one, if she would have went that day and she would have had the charges dropped, this would have been a major television event that was not only going to be United States wide, it was going to be worldwide. She was going to start to be invited to appearances, which is what she was already wanting and what she already started to do, but it was going to shoot off really fast in 2015. She just didn't know it yet. She didn't see it. She was getting ready to be a star. She was destined to be a star. And then it was going to go in 2 or 3 directions, because I see the first book in the store. She was going to start off with a smaller, thinner book about her life and her experiences, and then it was going to lead into the speaking, and then lead into learning. I'm getting chills all over. More, she's sitting here and she's like this.
Wow.
She's up under me like this. right here in the chair. Let me pull it out a little more. And now she's not playing with me now. She ain't she was then going to be, I see her on CNN. So when I saw The Magician and the Judgment, hi Gordon, hello, it then was going to elevate her into back to where she was. I see her with a long black robe. She was going to get more education. Yeah, she was born for it. She was her that's the baby her mother had, that her mother had so much conflict with, that she didn't see was the rising star. And many times they start off like that, where we have so much hell and conflict because we don't understand what we are and who we are. And she was very powerful, but I knew she was grounded in the church, I think in religion, which is the wrong place for you to wake up. Okay, Sekhmet is here. Okay, because I also saw her the whole week. Sekhmet came, but Sekhmet was shape-shifting and turning colors. Instead of looking like a lion, like a golden brown lion, she would turn jet black. I've never seen Sekhmet turn jet black.
That's beautiful.
But she was absolutely beautiful. She was roaring as this baby was crying. And let me get to that part. Now, when I was frustrated because I started sitting down a couple days ago on the floor trying to do the medical anatomy part so she can show me, because once she started about 3 days ago, I was laying down when she opened up to me. I guess it was about Tuesday, Wednesday. My side, and I'm trying to, and Sandra's going, no, and she was pushing me, wake up, I want to talk. I'm like, oh, okay, you don't want to talk to me all day, so now you want to talk. Sandra, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, who cares about time? We don't have to worry about that. Get up, I want to talk. And I'm like, Sandra, yeah, I have a physical body still, so I have to rest. I want to talk. Well, I'm not gonna leave you alone. I want to talk. So she stays by. I said, okay, well, go ahead and talk, because I'm gonna give me some sleep. So she stays in my room. She sits on my bed. I said, I don't care if you sit on my bed. I don't mind you being here. You can stay as long as you want to. And I'm saying, damn, what is the problem? I stayed up all night again, and I'm still getting blocked. I figured the problem out yesterday. One, I had no idea. I feel this force in the house. It was a very, very big, powerful force, taller and bigger than my body. It confronts me probably around 8 or 9 yesterday. And I'm trying to figure out where she is, because it's dark and it looks like she's still in a cell type place, but not in the jail. And I'm saying, and then who comes to me is Medusa. So I said, okay, and I started looking her up, and I said, wait a minute, hold on. Let me tell this person, no, doing a reading. Somebody wants a reading now. I have to say, no, I want to finish this. I look at Medusa, and I'm like, then I see who's in my house. It's Hecate.
Yes.
Hecate is angry with me. So I don't really know much about Hecate, but even though Hecate is a woman, she was very aggressive and very male. So she's up on the left shoulder, and she's right up all in my left eye, honey. She feeling some type of way, like she want to whoop my ass. So I'm saying, wait a minute, Hecate, what did I do? She said, you want to know why you keep on trying to read Sandra, and why you're reading Sandra the whole week, and you keep, she talks to you a minute, she shuts down the next minute. You're getting information 1 minute, you can't get the information the next. You thought you were slow, or you were having an issue seeing when you hadn't had an issue before, right? And I said, yeah, I thought it was something I did. She said, no, I'm the reason you're having the block. You don't talk to Sandra. You talk to me. I am the goddess of the underworld, and she is in my domain, and you don't dare disrespect me to think you can go over me and speak to Sandra. So that's why I am. And oh gosh, child, my phone. I gotta decline my phone. Hold on.
That's the spirits. That's the spirits coming through. That is the
Wow,
spirit.
somebody want a reading, but I'm not gonna do that. I want to finish this. She said, you're not talking to her until you're gonna have to go through me. And it felt like a man. And I mean, she had dominated my whole left side and my whole left eye. And at this point, I'm nervous because this energy is so strong, and she was up on me, and she's like much bigger, and she's angry. And I didn't understand because I've never dealt with Hecate and I've never read much on her. So I didn't know that she was the queen of the witches.
That's right.
And she was the goddess of the underworld. So anybody that dies, their body dies, they then go and they're retrieved by Hecate. They have to move. She protects the dead. She said Sandra is still with her. And I said, okay, well, so can I? She said, let me tell you, you shut up. I said, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're not talking to Sandra, you're talking to me. Do you understand? I said, yes, ma'am. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to get the offerings that I tell you to. I said, tonight, and you're going to get me the candle that I ask you for. You're not talking. Matter of fact, you ain't talking to her at all tonight. You're talking to me, and you're going to give me the offerings. Do you understand me? Or this ain't going nowhere. I'm shutting it down. I said, okay, well, I need to go wash my ass. So let me take a hot bath, and I'm gonna get dressed. One, am I lying? Because you was on the phone with my ass, and it's almost midnight. And I'm telling you, it's raining in Georgia.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, one, I don't like this. It's wet out here. It's muggy out here. I'm getting congested out here. But Hecate came to me and said, I've been having the disruptions and interruptions talking to Sandra because I have offended her. And I was supposed to ask her and go through her because she's in the domain of the goddess of all the witches. Witches, Hecate. Hecate said she got that on lock. And she said, Sandra ain't finna leave the underworld right now. She's just basically in holding. She's actually in a holding cell like she was. One, it's the same parallel. The same way they had her in holding, she's down in the underworld with Hecate in holding.
That is so sad.
So you was on the phone with me. I went and got what she asked for, and I got her something to eat. So, hey, Jason. So I came back home, and I talked to you, and then you had to go to get up in the morning. I found her seal. I said her prayer to her. I gave her her offering. I lit her candle, and I said, oh, boy, I hope I did this right. I'm not going to even try to answer. I don't want to disrupt this. I'll tell them I have to do his reading later tonight or tomorrow. And I said, well, I guess I better lay down. She said, you're not talking to Sandra tonight. I will see if I accept your reading. You'll know because you'll talk to her in the morning. I said, yes, ma'am. What's your name, Queen? I've seen you on TV before. Who? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to somebody else in chat? I'm not sure. Okay, so about Clara Dolores Williams. Are you talking to me? Seen me on YouTube before? I don't know who you're talking to. Around 3 or 4 this morning, because I said, well, I might as well go on to sleep because I know not to talk to Sandra because Hecate told me that I'm basically going to get my ass fucked up. So I ain't saying that. Now I wait to Hecate say she accepted Alexyss K. Tylor. She accepted, and also Alexyss Wilson as when I'm singing for my father, Jackie Wilson, on YouTube. I started to hear Sandra speak to me because what I did was turn on the Hecate. Oh boy, she's here because it's something Hecate. So big, and yes, it's so hot. It's female. It is so hot. It's dressed
come through,
in
she better come through.
A long robe and like the crown like thing. She moved this quick. It wasn't Sandra because Sandra's not dressed that way. Sandra's kind of like a really cool kind of girl, so she doesn't really dress up and all the jewelry and stuff. No, this is a older woman, and then you're dealing with Hecate. You're dealing with 3 faces, so you're dealing with 3 phases of the woman, and she looks backwards in time, present, and then the third face looks to the future. So she has a panoramic view of everything. She knows everything. She sees everything.
Mm.
So, oh, whoa. Oh boy. I just heard their feet, like wolf feet. You know, Kakate has the familiars of the dog and the wolf.
Mm.
I know Kakate has the black dogs with her, and she also has wolves. Cause last night I saw the wolves, and they started sitting by me, and one licked me. And then I was drawing the diagram of where they have her, the wolves, you can see they came down there.
Wow.
I started to draw the wolves because they were present. Just so okay,
What's going
nothing.
on? What's going on?
There's nothing physically right there, so I know it's them. It's she has okay. There's some segments here. Uh, she's got a lion face, but the bottom body kind of looks female. So I don't know if segment's been known to shapeshift,
She
but the whole body's not a lion. It's half female and it's uh half it's like the half lion and it's the half female body, human, and her energy is cool right now, but Hecate's is warm. So she's still like, oh boy, she for some reason one, she's just really hard on me. She's just really tough on me. And when I said, so are you going to like when I told you, well, can I talk? No, you can't talk to her. You're gonna talk to me tonight and you're gonna go by what I said. I know not to get smart, so I bought the shit, came back, lit it up. I said, that's what you like, what you want. I created an altar and created a pyramid. About 3 or 4, Sandra started hollering. She wasn't grinning and he kiki no more. She
Mm-mm.
started screaming. She went into a rage. And she started, she was so angry. And she said they raped me. When she was standing by my bed, she started pointing down to her vagina and she started pointing to her back. She said they kicked me. They kicked me in my stomach and they knocked me down. They started kicking me in my stomach, kicking me in my vagina, kicking me in my back, punching me, and she started screaming, said they raped me. And I said, oh my God, you were raped? And she said, yes, they raped me. And when she said it, she was screaming and she started crying. And then she took both of her hands right, mostly to the right side of her. And it was a hole in her stomach, like the upper abdomen. And she stuck her hand, she like this. And she opened it like this. She said, I want to show you something. Look in there. And I looked down in there, and on the right, that would be where your liver is. And then I saw it's like 2 round-looking things, like round, almost like a grape or a golf ball. It was bloody and round, like 2 pieces of tissue along with the liver. Hey, Sierra. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's me, Power of Touch, Alexyss. And then when I looked at them, I said, let me go to the digestive system. And she's sitting here looking, and she's getting angry. And Hecate's angry, but they're giving me permission to say what I'm saying. But they're not angry at me. They're just angry because she's saying what I'm saying is right. What I'm saying that she said. My eyes are starting to hurt. Like right, both my eyeballs and inside of the back of my eye socket and in the back of my, going into my brain, right here, going all the way back into my brain is hurting, like somebody cracked me in the head or hit me in the head and my tooth. Like going all the way across here is pain. And the lower orbit around the bone is pain and pressure, like she was saying she was hit. And when I looked at the digestive system, the little round things, she said, Sharon, is something on the right side. Yes, Sharon, exactly on the right. They're on three goddesses. Six, Hecate is first. And there's another entity. Oh man, Anubis is here.
Uh-oh.
And Set. They fought. So you got the male gods in here with the goddesses, but the leader is Hecate. When I looked at the digestive system, one, I saw the gallbladder, the pancreas. What else? Right here, her intestine, and those, the whole set where the liver is and the digestive, the gallbladder where the bile is. There was damage there. She was hit there, and it was a hole because she pulled it up and it was already torn open. It was already cut. So I'm not sure if that she talking about it was open because of the autopsy, but before the autopsy, it was damaged because she's saying she was knocked down and dragged and kicked. And I just see the gallbladder, the pancreas, and I'm wondering about the smaller organs there. I guess it would be a spleen because the liver's really big, but she's showing me a lobe of the liver, some of the liver tissue. Two was bruised. So I'm wondering when they opened her up for her to pull the hole up and let me see the hole that's already there, and she showed me on the right side, if they saw the injury there, but we just don't know about it because it looked like everything that you can visibly see was a lot of internal damage. And then when they did the autopsy and they cut her, you can see she said pieces of me are missing. Pieces of me are missing. They took pieces of me, and she said her liver, a piece of the liver, it was damaged, and then that whole digestive part with the smaller organs, I'm talking about the gallbladder, the pancreas, there was problems with that up in this area because she kept showing it, and then she points down to her vagina. There was something that happened with her vagina, but she was hit there. I'm let me say allegedly because she said that I was raped, and she said that it was more than one person. That's what she said to me, and she's going, she's not arguing, and she's saying, I guess when feeling this in my head, this is not me. And on the right here, there's something wrong with her head, like the front part and around the eyes. I wonder was she hit in the eyes or had a problem with one eye, and then the head, because she said my head is hurting. I'm wondering about that too, Monica, because she said they took pieces of me, and then I'm seeing in her brain it's like like water, like a faucet was spinning in the brain. So I don't know if she was hit in a blood vessel, it caused a blood clot there, or when they did autopsy and cut her, was that water to flush it out, or the opening when they cut the brain, the arteries and the veins, but it wouldn't shoot out after death. So I'm wondering, is that water or was that a blow? She's saying I was hit in the head while I was alive. She said I was on the floor. That's what she said. I was knocked in the head. And she keeps showing up into her eyes, right around in here, the front of the face. And she's saying she was choked. But when she said she was choked, it wasn't like this. They did her just, and she said, something like they put their arm up under her neck and went like this instead of just straight in like that. Like her head wasn't straight and they just choked her. They were starting, stopping. That's what she said. Starting, stopping. Instead of just choking her out one good time to kill her, she said it would start and stop. Like they would take turns and they would pause. The beating wasn't like get me there and then beat me and then kill me within 10 or 15 minutes. She said I was moved around. She said she walked around. Something about a cup. So I don't know, because when I look at her stomach, the stomach is kind of empty. So I'm wondering what food she had because she was so nervous and she was upset and she was pacing and she was cursing because she was asking people to come get her or send her money, and people either wouldn't answer or wouldn't talk to her or wouldn't say, yes, I'm going to send it. Give me a few minutes. She was getting the roadblocks. She was being jammed up. And she started to get nervous, like her mind. She was very paranoid. And I was seeing her do this because she said, I know they're going to kill me. I know they're going to do something to me. And she's looking around. She starts to sense like an animal that's about to be slaughtered and sacrificed. I'm feeling on my right lung, in the middle of my chest, I'm starting to feel dead space, like I'm having a hard time breathing. In my right eye, it's like both of my eyes, I'm feeling pressure behind my eyeballs. Hey, Jenna. And in my head, like somebody hitting her or putting pressure on the top of her head, like around her head, and got their knee or something in her back. So from what I'm seeing, she had been abused. I'm seeing not one man. I'm seeing a white female officer that was present. A white female saw it, didn't stop it. Didn't. I see two. It's not one person. Can you see me? Can you hear me? It went out a minute.
Yeah,
can you see me?
you're back. You're back. You're back.
This was not one person that did this to her, and they were all alone. No. Let me tell you something that you need to know while I can. Okay, just like the ones I told you before, Set, Isis, Anubis, Hecate, which is the three-faced goddess of the crossroad in the underworld that's protecting the dead. She's controlling secret knowledge, and then the Medusa snakehead, dreadhead popped up. So that let me know where Sandra was, because Sandra has the dreads in her head. So that was one of the first clues before I figured out who it was. And that's when Hecate went off on me, because she's like, you don't know? who I am? You don't know she with me? I've been trying to give you the clues. You didn't. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't. And then I saw that's who it is. She's a little cooler, but she's here with her helpers, and the dogs are here. It looks like it's about 10 dogs here, and the black one is right there, and his eyes are glowing, and they shift from glowing like diamonds to blood red.
Oh.
And then you got the line of the other dogs that are here, but the main one is black as that thing right there. It's standing right here, and it's about this high. So she's got the crew with her. Let me tell you something. Hecate's numbers are 3, 9, 13, 18, 27, and 30. The day that Sandra was arrested was July the 10th, 2015. I added up because when you're dealing with July, that would be the 7th month, the 10th day, and then the year 2015. That would give you 25. And you know, Sandra's birthday, and that's reduced to 7. Sandra's birthday is February 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So that was that day when she was arrested, July 10th, was not only reduced to a 7, but you're dealing with was a number 10 day. And when you're dealing with 10s, you could also be dealing with death because you're dealing with endings and beginnings on the number 10 day. So I see that here because Hecate is 127 and 22, and so I get, but 2, the 10 is here, and which is endings, beginnings, with deaths and rebirths, begin and end. When she was arrested July 10th. Okay, on that date, Sandra was age 28. 2 and 8 is 10, which also endings and beginning. The end of one thing, or death, and the beginning of another thing. You see what I'm saying? So now we came up with 2 10s. Thank you, Miss Gilbert. Okay, and then when you deal with July 13, 2015, again, you got July the 7th month, 13 day, 2015. Add that up, it come out to 10. That's another 10. What else? On September the 15th, no, September the 9th, 2015, there was, 2016, September, which is the number 9 month, 15 day, 2016, Sandra Bland's mother received the $1.9 million settlement. Again, 9 plus 1 is 10. You got another 10. Endings and beginnings. As this girl, physical life is dead. What comes out of that is millions given to the mother. All them 10 showing up here. But then you look September the 9th, one of Hecate's numbers is the number 9. Remember 3, 9, 13. And the date she was arrested, the death date was July 13th. Hecate numbers 3, 9, 13, 18, 27, 30. You see what I'm saying? This girl got Hecate's, the most powerful witch of the underworld's numbers running through this arrest date, this death date. When you add up the birthday, February 2nd month of the year, 7th day, 1987, you get 34 reduced to 7. So you see her birthday is 7, and then the day, the month, the year reduced to a 7. So for her to be a 7, she's already very intuitive. and very powerful. And she was born to do psychic and spiritual things. She just didn't know who she was. And these numbers don't lie. Because when you deal with someone, especially with something this tragic, you have to look at the numbers. I don't know. I'm just now starting to learn about the numbers. But just from that little bit, I wanted to share that with you. And also too, there are 9 major body systems. Again, Hecate's number 3, 9, 13, 18, 27, 30. So Hecate has come up again because I had to look at the 9 major number systems so that she could tell me what was seen in the 9 systems. Now, you also, I kind of don't want to say this. Sandra graduated from college and was a sorority member. I ain't gonna go too far on that. I hope y'all put this shit together, I'm trying to say. Because not only was the most powerful witch and master herbalist and protector of the dead in the underworld, Hecate showing up, she knows all. Okay, and that's also why I chose to do this today, because it's the 25th, 2 and 5 is 7. We are getting ready, the new moon and the full moon, and she's the goddess of the crossroads. So you want to meet the dead, you want to greet the dead, you want to give them an offering, you want to ask Hecate for blessing, you go to the 4-way crossroads, just like you would go to the male god, which would be Alexyss. And she deals with divination and speaking and communicating to the dead. So it makes sense now why she told me, you don't talk to her until you talk to me and you give me what I say. Then I'll let you to the dead one. You can talk to me direct. I'll tell you what you want to know, and then I'll give you permission. That's what she do. We'll have a full moon in about 2 days, and we'll have the moon in Sagittarius. That's another reason I decided to do it, because I'm a Sagittarius. And this has been coming to me so strong, because I forgot, I didn't even do my libation yet, and they done already got on me. She on me. And I'm trying to keep it together so I can read before this go too far. Before I do my libation. I don't want to do it right now because I'm already swearing me. Hecate deals with divination, magic, the vertex, Saturn. She also rules Saturn. Hello to Donovan. She deals with the new moon, the full moon, the crossroads, the black dog. That's why the dogs and the wolves are here, and the black dog is right here by me, standing behind Sandra, listening. He like a human. Oh, I kind of feel like she's this black one's female. Elegua, the male god of the crossroad, also like a black dog. See what I'm saying? Mm. They just mirror each other. One of her favorite plants, Hecate, is the yew. You know what the name, they also call it Texas, which is similar to Texas, very close to Texas, which is where Sandra was. And the elderberry, garlic, is sacred to her. So you can actually give her an offering at the crossroads with honey and garlic, mint. She liked for you to dig a hole. That's what the wolves and the dogs do. Put her offering in the hole. She was asking me for meat, but she didn't want it cooked. So I got to do some more stuff she asked me to. The T, if you see a crossroad and it's like this, that's the female crossroad. The 4-way is the male. So if you want to reach her quicker, go to the T, crossroad. When you see a three-way sign as opposed to a four-way sign, that would be Hecate. I'm sorry to tell y'all this, and I will say allegedly. This was a ritual killing. It was magic done against that girl to draw these circumstances. I'm getting chills. To draw these circumstances to that girl. This had already been requested in the underworld. The spell had already passed before that date. And there was male. Child, they be saying Donovan that he looked like he my baby.
They do be saying that. They always say that.
I tell them that's my Dominican godchild. My Spanish godchild. And y'all, I don't want to say this. This was a ritual killing. That girl didn't kill herself. The ritual that was done, it had to be the masculine and the feminine principle colliding and matching each other. And in order for the ritual to be carried out and be effective, it must be violent. It had to be violent. Her soul had to detach from her body and be torn from the body through a violent ritualistic act. There is a Celtic god, and I have to go back and look to see what is the Egyptian counterpart to Loki.
Wouldn't it be
He came up.
Wouldn't it be Set or something like that?
I think it would, because he's a trickster spirit.
I think.
And just like you're putting someone in a net and you catch them, once you set them up there, you lead them in a direction and you think it's one way, and then the person get there and they get trapped in the net and they don't, this baby didn't see it coming. She didn't even understand, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? What? I didn't do nothing. Because she wasn't into magic. She wasn't into numerology. Even though she was a sorority member, she wasn't into the occult. No, Sharon, people had the spirit. They did a ritual. That's what I'm saying. This was a cult ritual. That's what I'm saying. And for some reason, I'm saying it has something to do with her mother. The mother didn't do. That's not what I'm saying. Sandra had people upset with her. And there were some people that didn't like her mother. And I keep seeing, I hope I find out, I don't know how, Sandra had some disagreement and argument before this happened to her with black and white people. That's what I'm seeing. And somebody asked her to stop this. For some reason, I keep seeing a white lady, and she asked her to stop this. Sandra, stop saying what you're saying. It went back and forth, and I even see some kind of email. It was something in writing what they expressed to her. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're doing. Allegedly. I could be picking up the wrong thing.
Allegedly.
There was some words Sandra had with somebody And they told her, I don't like it and you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop this shit. Damn, y'all, my battery just drained out low. It was full.
Spirits be doing that. Ooh,
My battery was
good.
full. Oh,
Look,
and it done went
the
out.
hangman done came out. The hangman.
The hangman. Okay, what that mean to you? Because it came
Sacrifice.
out for her today, for me.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. She was
He
sacrificed.
was that, and you
And
were
they
saying
wanted,
that, and you were saying that. Look at that, and that card flew out.
because they wanted a violent rape and then murder. And I heard this man's voice talking to her. He became sexually aroused looking at her. When she was going off and being angry, that man's dick was hard. Well, see, can I try to charge this and keep this on here? Somebody was sexually aroused when this girl was up there going off like she was. And the more she did it, he got angry because she stood up to him. But then at the same time, he said, I'm going to kill her tonight. I'm going to kill her. She's not leaving here because that's not part of the plan.
Mm.
And then what I seen, allegedly, there was a secret meeting. And there was this white man that worked at the jail, but he in a high-ranking position, and he got a fat stomach, riding low like he about 17 months pregnant, like he pregnant. And it don't sit up high, it sit low like it's long.
Mm-hmm.
My phone keeps stopping saying it's hot. It's hot. The phone hot. It's too hot.
That's
I
a
have
spirit.
never had a problem with a phone
That's a
being this
spirit.
hot.
That's a spirit.
They had a private meeting. Mason. And they wanted her soul. They wanted her energy. This was also a vengeance ritual. It was a vengeance ritual. Saying, I'm not going to let her go. She's not leaving here. I have to take her energy. I want to take it out of her. I want to beat her and I want to rape her. Because that's what turned me on.
Oh my God.
That's what turned me on. That's how I want her life. I want to take, and I wrote it last night. She say, my stomach is empty and dry. My mouth is dry. She's saying, I have some water, but I'm not sure if it was ice. I don't see her eating a lot of food, drinking a lot of water that particular day or
They
night.
weren't feeding her. They probably weren't feeding her.
She said, I'm hungry, Mama. Mama, I miss my mama. Mama, why won't you come get me? They're gonna kill me tonight. I know it, Mama. I can feel it. They wanna, they want to. They're gonna kill me, Mama. Why aren't you here, Mama? You was here. You watched me be born, and now you won't be here when I die. You watched me be born, but you won't watch me die. How could you leave me here? You brought me here into this world, and now you leave me alone to die. He said he and them and her. It's him. He's hiding. He's watching me. I know it. I can feel it. You see, I don't know if I'm writing what she's saying. If she's going back and forth, I don't know if she's being paranoid. I don't know if she's afraid. I don't know if she's really sensing and she's feeling this. And this man is saying, she's saying, I feel him looking at me, sexually aroused. He's saying, you turn me on. You're a fighter. You're a fighter. I'm going to enjoy fighting you, punching you, forcing you to fight me. Because there were times he made her fight. He wanted to provoke her. He said, I will enjoy taking your power and watching the light go out of your eyes. I will have a heart. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I have to
Yes.
call her back.
Yes.
This is what I hear him, and she can feel him. And he's saying, I will have a hard erection as I watch and listen to the air escape your lungs and exit your mouth as you take your last breath. I did that. And I took a trophy. He took something of hers. This, the person, it looks like they didn't walk in the front door, allegedly. Who did this? They came in the back and they had on dark clothes. They didn't have a light color uniform. It was set up to deal with her because allegedly the call was put in for this, the permission from the secret circle. It was allowed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Allegedly. And then I feel her as she leave her body.
Allegedly, okay.
She's 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 like this. I'm so cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. And they're saying, get her, get her, get her. Put the bag. Get the plastic bag. Get the plastic bag.
Wow.
Get the bag. And I'm feeling her skin like they took some of her clothes off or took her shirt off or pulled the shirt up. They put that shit together and said that she did it. Now, I know people who have been in jail, and I still talk to people in jail. They don't have no razor blade to cut theyself. They don't have no plastic bag. They don't give inmates knives and goddamn razor blades. Talking about it was fresh and they just hit. How? They don't give inmates razor blades unless they do that in Texas. Where they do that? They don't do that here. I don't know any inmates that get razor blades and plastic bags, and then the weight of a body could not support a plastic bag hanging. The girl ain't do that. The girl ain't do that. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I will say allegedly. That girl was dead before they stopped her motherfucking ass. Cause nobody protecting that girl. And she didn't know to protect herself. And the blueprint had already been done on how that girl mind was kind of skewed. and how she had emotional issues and she was volatile because her mind. I keep seeing she have a chemical imbalance and like a mental imbalance. So the way one person might see something you said to her, she gonna see it another, and he was deliberately agitating her, just fucking with her, because he knew that she was not an occultist, and she hadn't been around ones that teach her and train her. So he's put cigarette out. Oh, am I irritating you? You seem agitated. And she's like, yeah, I am. I'm trying to get this over. Oh, really? You see, he kept fucking with her. He kept trying to provoke her, and she trying to be calm. I can go, and then she smokes. Oh, put your cigarette out. Can you please? And she said, I don't have to in my car. Then he gets more violent. He escalates it because he's fucking with her. Because he already have her psychological, emotional, mental profile, and this man already has a demon in him. He done already got the okay from up high. What he took from the body, a souvenir, a souvenir off of her body, like a piece of body, hair, tissue, piece of clothes. They got some of that good organ and blood. Because, see, that's how they needed to get the demon going. Now she's in limbo. And when I woke up this morning, I knew that Hecate had taken my offering because I could speak to her. And that's when she said, Mama, she's so angry. She's angry at her mother. She loves her mother so much, but she's hurt by her mother. And she felt like they left her in hell. And she left the body in a jail cell and went to the underworld in a cell. And the way Hecate has been dealing with me and dealing with her, she's been allowed to sit because Hecate doesn't move everybody along. She has literally been sitting there screaming. She started screaming today. All the little nice little girl shit left. Now the real her, I got to see that. And Hecate asked me, so do you still want to see that? You still want to talk to her? You want to quit? Because you've been fucking with me and you've been digging, jugging all week. You still want it? Now that I'll let you see what it really is. Said I might as well. I can't leave her because I don't want nobody to leave me, and many people don't understand how this goes. And she climbed up on the bed and she was screaming. And she said, how could they do this to me? And they left me. My mother brought me here. And I begged for my mother. And now I had to die alone. She left me to die alone. How could you do this to me? And the man that she loved didn't come. Because she lost that baby by nobody came. They arguing, they still arguing and have conflict, but they just have money from that girl. And it's still conflict and confusion while this girl is in hell. While she's still in limbo because she has not transitioned because she doesn't know how and she didn't know where she was. So she's letting me talk to her, and she climbs up on the bed, and Hecate puts a death mask on her face. Just like I saw them, it's a death mask that Kanye's mother was supposed to have, but she wants hers is supposed to be a jade one. So that's a royal mask. I have to finish that, but I wanted to do this. And she literally had to re-embalm. When someone dies, and especially it's traumatic, this girl started reliving the beating, reliving the rape and the assault, reliving the autopsies. and she's screaming because Hecate said that every way you get into the body and the way you leave the body, because Hecate is also responsible for bringing a being from the astral into the physical, and then when their body dies, taking them back from the physical to the astral. But for her to completely leave and to heal, she must go through everything that brought her to the traumatic part to heal the body, because she's still in limbo. She still has not resolved the trauma. So they have to walk her through every moment up to the point, and every day she relives the trauma, and she's running and she's hiding and she's screaming and she feels the punching and she feels the cutting. You there?
Yeah,
You
just gotta flip
there?
the
You
camera. Gotta
there?
flip the camera. You just gotta flip your camera.
I know. I don't know what the fuck.
That's probably the spirits going in.
It turned.
Yeah, the
It
camera
it
gotta be
turned.
flipped. Do you see the
I'm
buttons there
trying.
on face on the screen?
One, you gonna think I'm lying.
There's no
I
button.
keep
You don't
hitting it.
see it. It's not doing it.
I'm looking dead at it and
It's
I
not
keep
doing
trying
it.
to flip it. It keeps saying the phone is overheating. It's
Oh,
overheating.
spirits.
It's
Now flip the
overheating.
camera
And
to your face. Flip it to your face
I
so we
keep
can.
trying.
No, like physically turn it over so we can see you. Yeah, that's what we might have to do for the rest of the show.